I'm also maybe not talking as loud. Saving my vocals for when I whack out a rendition of I Dreamed a Dream on the final table. My mom's she promised if I won today, she'd get on the stream and have a boogie with me, didn't you? I dreamed a dream of times gone by. Mom, stop putting your fingers in your ears. You're ruining my confidence as I go into the most important day that we've had in a while. You ready to dance with me when I'm world champion? Oh, she's dancing, let's go! Alright, boys and girls. Big sweats, big moments. 1.2 million chips, 9 out of 39. Alright, first hand of the day, we see a raise from Nino. We see a shove from Zufo. We see an all-in from Fold Mashi. Eights, ace 9, king deuce. And Nino is going to win a big pot to start the day. 8 out of 38. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. This is it, boys and girls. $112,000 for first. This will be my final day 2 of the year. We managed to make 15 day 2s. We've had 2 final tables. We've had 34 cashes. We've had a bit of buzz. But yet, we have not had a trophy. A little late to the party, but let's see absolute domination today. Let's go. Gonna try my very best, mate. Alright, mate, by the time you see this message, Wcoop was starting. We're not looking to outplay anyone, just get better hands today. We become a world champion. That just sounds like the best plan to me. Gonna be completely honest. We're gonna open. It's pretty close on a table that is reasonably tough, but I'm gonna raise it up. We have 36 players left. If we get down to 31, we get a ladder of an extra $1,000, but we're not here for an extra $1,000. We're here for a world title. First pot we're playing on the day 2. Obviously, if we see shoves here, we're not going to be calling. We have no day 3, I'm afraid. And we are going to continue on ace 9 deuce. In ideal worlds, KK Cremachos folds. We are going to be double barreling here. 225,000 to go. Alright, nice. Unblock the backdoor floats, and we block the best ace X we're ever going to have. Even though it's likely they would check raise if they had ace jack or ace queen, I still think it makes a nice double barrel, and we win the first pot that we enter of the day. If that does not mean that I'm going to become a world champion, I don't know what does. Right, back up to the main sweat. We're 8 out of 33. Benham going to be special player in a few years, and best of all, he's a blue nose. We have not had that big moment so far ourselves, but Benjamin Sprague took down a Wcoop title. Tonka P took down a Wcoop title. Lex got incredibly close and had a record-breaking score for himself. Arlie Shaban's been killing it. Mason had the saddest moment. The saddest moment is Jake going at it again? Look, I don't know what he's saying. The saddest moment out of any streamer. Do we want to bluff this turn? Kind of do, chat, but I don't know if it's the best play. I'm gonna check. It's kind of tempting to bet here, and honestly, I would bet here a very decent amount, but we're gonna check and we're gonna bet the river if it goes check, check, check. If Nino bets, it kind of sucks to check fold here. Up or down in Wcoop? We're up a little bit. What size would I bet a jack here? If I had ace jack, we'd probably bet bigger than this, but we're gonna go with this. I expect to get called here by like 8s. I don't think it should fold. But they're gonna have some ace highs that I think they should fold, and like I think that makes it okay to bet with queen 9. I bet here if I had 10s and 9s as well. Now, we would value cut myself a few times, but I think it's okay. Would we have won? Yeah, I don't expect that hand to fold. We might have won if we had just bomb turn. Potentially, most likely. I hate that ... I actually hate it. Like I actually hate it so much. The ... It's just so annoying. Alright, we're 9 out of 33. We're raising on KK Cremate's big blind. Very good player. We're gonna mix our size in here between big and small. This time we're gonna go small. I think it's very reasonable to bet this board large as well though. And we are gonna be bet calling the turn if they have turn 2 pair with a king deuce suited or 6 deuce suited, or have turn me dead with a straight, then you win some, you lose some. Big moment if they check shove, boys and girls. This is a very, 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 very standard shove on the river. If they have jack 6 suited, we are going to lose a lot of chips. There's no other way to play this hand, and taking out a very good player and winning this pot would be very nice. Alright, no snap means we're good. Come on, find a call. Find a call with that king 7 of clubs, bud. Great hand to call. Find a call, please. If they somehow have a better... They never have a better hand. Never in a million years. Big boy calls from KK Cremate. See you later. 2 million chips. The boys are becoming a world champion. Sounds good to me. I won't throw anything at any point in all-in situations today, because I do think I give away reads. And I don't want to do it. King 8. Let's go! Give me them chips! Give me the chips. What's that? You want to pump it up, moment? I won't deny you a first one of the day. I think we're going to win a lot here, but I don't think I can value shove on a 4 straight club board. Sad run out. Sad run out indeed. We've had a little ladder, but we are down to the final 30 players in 3rd place. Alright. We are 4 out of 29. Let's go. We're guaranteed 5,249, but that's not quite as cool as 100,012. We're gonna raise. A few reshoving stacks makes me min here. This is obviously a little on the wide side, but it's fine. Do you know what? I want to listen to the best. Listen to the best to get ready for the best. We're gonna fold. Aces. Aces. If Elliot opens, we are going to be flat calling here and hoping to induce a shove. One time for the good guys. One time for the good guys. Alright, well, a good flop, but actually quite difficult to get paid off on. Unless they have queens or nines, then not so difficult. Obviously, the dream is we see a big bet. I'm going to check here and hope that they start putting some chips in. Thank you, mate. These are some big hands. If what if God shoves, we're playing a monster pot with 28 players left. Alright, we pick up 6 3 of hearts in the big blind. We will just be defending here. It's a pretty big flop. I will be check raising on this flop and not folding. Well, that has really slowed us down, but we will go for a check call on the turn. I think they're going to start becoming very heavily weighted towards pairs. Let's just check and up they have king queen. Alright. We do get the checks. They have king 10, no value bet, or sorry, no continuation bet, which is a pity. Would have been nice to get a few bonus free chips. This folds around to me, we're going to raise sometimes, we're going to call sometimes. Now we're just going to be folding. If anybody shoves, we're not folding, and it will be a monstrously big pot. This could be pretty big as well. Alright, nice. We take it 2.2 milli and we pick up another monster, open to 2nd place. If Elliot shoves, obviously we do not fold. If we see shoves from Nino, it's a huge pot. If Krakura raises, I'll cry, but Ace King's just too good and we'll have to go in. We're going to mix between limp and raise. This time we're going to be raising. Queen Jack Tray, we are going to start with a check. Super Spy says 3rd out of 28, time to win another title. It sounds like a very solid plan to me, to be perfectly honest. I don't love it if they bet this turn, but I also don't get the fold just yet. It's pretty close, but I'm not folding with a pair and a club. I'm not going to call. Nobody bluffs. Never. Never ever has anybody bluffed. Not once in their career. Should probably make this slightly bigger on the button, but it's whatever. We are going to start with a bet on King Jack 10. Make a royal flush. That'd be a lovely way to win a pot. We can obviously bet this turn, but I think I'm okay with checking it. Bet folding the turn just feels like too much of a disaster. And I still win against like Queen 4, the Queen of Clubs or 4 clubs or whatever, so we'll check. Now, they could obviously have Queen 9 of clubs, but I would guess, and I'm willing to put my neck on the line, that we have the best hand here. Do we want to have a size that is not all in? Or do I want to just shove? I think we're just going to shove. Like, I'm not raising with worse than Ace of Clubs here, I don't think. They do think I'm a nit, is what I've gathered from the chat, like when we unfroze it for a little moment, but... So, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in here watching the stream and they want to give out that I have the nuts again. But luckily, they'll be talking into the abyss because we have them chat banned for being an utter arsehole. If we see a shove from Zufo, we obviously don't fold here. 3.5 sex, like 6? 3.5 like it says in 6, eh? Yeah, some of the better regs use this sizing. I haven't studied it. I know Dom does it. I don't have anything to add to it or anything I can say about it because I just don't know what it achieves. Do you see the scoop title bigger than Wcoop? What's up, Aiden? So when I first got into poker, I never ever seen myself playing the highest Wcoop events because it used to be a high roller series basically. In the same way that I never see myself playing the high roller series now in live poker. Like I don't imagine being in 25Ks, 50Ks, 100K. So I don't like aspire to win that, right? Like, I don't think that's ever going to be my life. But Scoop always had the tier system. So for me, it was always about Scoop. But now that I've obviously got two of these bad boys, look how sexy that looks. Has a few finger marks, needs to be cleaned. We are going to shove a 7 here, blind versus blind. Now that I have 2 Scoop titles, obviously I would love to get my hands on a world title. And I mean, if you talk to someone and they were not in the poker world, I think they would always say world championship sounds better than spring championship, so I can't deny that. But Scoop has always had a more special place. Oh my god, hold. That's a clean flop. That's a clean turn. Go on there, lads, we're winning a world title tonight. Ask me in a couple of hours when I know what I've won. We are 2 out of 23. We get the ladder. We've got chunks of chips. We've got chunks of change. Easy game and easy life. Let's go. When you playing cash game Zoom again, I'm going to do a YouTube series post Wcoop of me playing cash. I'm going to probably do one too. And I will occasionally play Zoom 500 for the giggles. But I don't expect to do very well there. DTO has recently launched DTO Cash, and I'm going to sink a lot of hours in there, and I'm going to see if I can get myself to be a winning player in Zoom 500 over the course of the next year or two. It will be a long road. I've never played cash, so my fundamentals are hopeless. I think my fundamentals in tournament poker are pretty reasonable, but my fundamentals in cash games are just no good. So we have a lot of work to do, but it should be fun to follow. And if you want to sub to my YouTube at Easy with Aces, it will be going up there. 22 players left in the 2K Super Tuesday. In my opinion, the 2 most prestigious tournaments on PokerStars outside of the Sunday Million are the Thursday Trill and the Super Tuesday. We won the Trill during Scoop. Can we add the Wcoop Super Tuesday? Scoop is just for spring. Wcoop is the entire world, so it covers all the seasons. Therefore, 1 Wcoop is worth 4 scoops. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's one of those spots where if they actually shove, that we cry. But we'll run it because I ain't folding here. Ugh, fuck me. Alright, well, we can't fold. Let's hope that they have the flush draw. Oh my god, hold. Please hold. Oh, come on! Let's go! Let's go! What? Somebody thinks I'm a bluffer. Somebody thinks we bluff too much. Probably wouldn't try it at home, kids. That's 100 big blinds with 21 players left in the Wcoop. Let's go. Big moment on the final day of Wcoop. Sign me up and inject it into my veins. It's all kicking off. It's ace, king, jacks, and eights. Eights have flopped a set. We all know that the eights are the hottest hand right now. We do lose 1 player though. 1 out of 20. 4 million chips. You'd love to think that we're just going to coast towards a final table, but at the end of the day, can't stop, won't stop, live by the sword, die by the sword. Can you show the final players left in? Yes, I can indeed. Here you go. It is myself, Razor, Zero Data, Rue, Great Dant, What of God, Millennial, Founder, Simon, Lena, Irwin, Guzma, I'm All In, Alexis, Bomber and Grenader, Wizard of Oz, Jacob Schindler, Wizzo, and Tidorix. We're going to raise call here. Nah, I changed my mind actually. I don't know. I don't know. He was banging on about his limping range being yesterday with his overpair, so I don't know how much bluffs they're gonna find here. I'm gonna bluff the turn even with ace high, I think. Every time I leave the room for 5 minutes, you end up with an extra 2 million chips. Let's go. I'm gonna call because I get to bluff hearts as well as potentially make a straight. It's not the spot that we're gonna be bluffing now. We just have to hope that they have a queen 9, a king 9, 5-3 that doesn't bluff. I don't think they'll ever show down 5-3, but we will not be bluffing the river. King Jack is very good, mate. It's the reason why I prefer to show chips, because I worked hard to have 3.6 million chips. You get 92 big blinds at the beginning of a tournament. How anticlimactic does that look? 3.6 million chips is gangster. This is kind of close to being a fold, considering all rejamming stacks, but I have so many chips, I can gamble 2 bigs. And we're just going to go ahead and bet fold. My hand is very hard to get to showdown if I check. They obviously are going to have a pair that's going to want to check shove here quite a lot, but that's fine. It's not my turn card. I check. Sometimes we win against king 10 and king jack. It's not likely that they would have not played for stacks though, so I think it's going to be hard to show down a winner here. They are going to have some bluffs, but it's fine. Sometimes you get bluff, boys and girls. That's how poker works. We have ran very well so far. Let's get 1 out of 19 or chip leader in the title, boys and girls. What a sweat. What a moment. If they shove, we have a good chance to knock out Mr. Schindler. How do they know? How do they know? Oh. 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 Damn. Mr. Shemian getting chips does upset me though. We're raising. I will have to call against Ole if he shoves, which 1 double up is fine, 2 double ups, no thank you. I'm not chip leader. I'm devastated I can't crack a beer for this. Why can't you crack a beer? Who is stopping you from cracking a beer? You realize that this is the youngest you'll ever be again and it's the oldest you've ever been. This is a moment in history. This is a moment we could become a world champion on top of being a scoop champion in the same year. There's probably not a huge list of people that have done this. We're raising with ace 4 in the 2K. I don't want to call Wizzo Wizzo, but I will call Wizzo Wizzo. We are going to start putting some chips in against Irwin. That looks very Dutch, is it? The Netherlands. Oh my god, I'm so cultured. Oh wow, this is pretty messed up. This is pretty messed up. Wow, I really hate this. I don't think I can fold, but I really hate this. Oh my god. Oh my god, please say I got there against ace queen. Please shove your ace queen. Please be the run good merchant. We said we wanted to run better than everyone and outplay nobody. Please shove your ace queen. Oh my god! Are you joking? They've just binked the 4. They've only just gone and binked the 4. Are you kidding me right now? That is vile. Oh my god. What? What? Oh my god. I would have folded the river, and I'm not just saying that because I really felt like we were gonna have ace queen. Wow. Wow. If the big blind shoves, I will not be folding ace queen in this situation. This is a very big pot. Big pot. Big moment. They're just tanking because there's a ladder. Let's hold. Huge moments. This is such a big pot. Come on, the boys! Have you ever seen a cleaner run? Let's go! Come on. I need to move back from the screen because you're running so hot. It is a dangerous area. And in the 5K, we have a full house. Actually, we're going to sweat this flop. I'm not 100% sure if final 2 tables, the same rules apply as final table, and I shouldn't be peeling too much here, but we are going to call. And on ace jack deuce, we are going to be continuing. What if God getting chips on my direct left is not cool? I will be barreling, or sorry, I will be folding if they barrel though. I leave for a few moments and Findy has 3x to stack when I left. I think blocking this river is a thing. Very tough spot if they shove. Alright, nice. We're up to 7.6. I had 2 10s. Good flop for Finty. Possibly a block on the river, but what if God's just such a gangster that they're one of the few players that will just put us in the fucking horror spot there, so. See you later, mate. Bye-bye. Damn it. Blue! Ah. Alright. We are 1 out of 15. We have got over 2x out of second place. It will be a pretty big disaster if we don't manage to make the final table from this spot. Gonna mix between call and raise here. This time we are gonna be raising. Obviously we are raise folding against Lena. And I will raise. What sauce you got for the chicken tenders? I was actually just using, my mum made it with beans. And honestly the food was delicious, but I just want to concentrate here. Finner says, what is the crack? Just running hotter than the sun, which is all we asked for. 7.5 million chips. Do you want to see something sexy? You want to see something real sexy? You ready? This is the second time we've shown porn today. After earlier on showing the limoncello cupcakes in Glasnevin that everyone should check out as well. This is the second time. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Look at that graph! That's how everyone's penis is looking at this thing. Bam! Some very good players left, quite naturally. We are currently guaranteed $8,000 for getting the ladder. Stepped out to go through the food. How to go from 4 milli? Ace queen to ace 10. Only 14 more to go. Taking out Lena would be very high on the to-do list. Man is exceptionally good at poker. I've seen on Pads' Twitter that he has a big bet with him, so maybe Pads will even be cheering for a few all-ins for me. You're getting dealt straight heat. It has been pretty naughty, hasn't it? We have 2 8s. Against Lena here, I will just be defending. I know they're the hottest hand in the game, but they don't play amazingly well as a shove, in my opinion. And the last thing I really want to do is hand Lena the chips on a plate. We would have some shoves here, but the pairs are just not going to be where it comes from for me. Now, let's see if the hand is as hot as we've been banging on about all series. Interesting. I am going to call. I don't love it, but it becomes very, very tough for Lena to bluff the turn. And I don't think raising and folding is smart, so we're just going to start with a call. Kind of interesting. I could have some deuce X here. Won't have a huge amount, but I think it's a very tough spot for Lena to bet again. It's kind of a weird one because I don't think bluffing my hand makes a whole lot of sense. We're going to check again. Simon should check here mostly. Alright, nice pot. Up to 8 million chips with the pocket 8s. The hottest hand in the game. 7s and ace tray. We take it. Finty, you almost have as much chips of the rest of the players on the table combined. Hopefully we can continue that. The average stack right now is 2 million chips. We got 4x that. Second biggest stack in the tournament right now is 3 million chips. They're trying to give me the run good. They've activated the switch. All I can do is not punt it off and we will get a world title. If Guzma shoves, we will be calling. If Lena shoves, it's wild. I won't be folding if Lena shoves, but it will be pretty crazy. Flip City. I'll take the double pair board. It's the best way to do it. Alright, first little setback of the day. No complaints. Oof. 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 What a flop. No complaints at all from Finty. Gotta lose some pots. I think it's the first time that the graph has gone down all day though. I'm not sure about this spot. I am gonna call, but it would not surprise me if this is a fold. 5, 9, 5, 5, 2, 6. 5, 9, 5, 5, 2, 6. Damn it. Last thing we want to be doing is giving Lena chips. Punished for the reasonably wide float on the flop. Just getting better and better. Bring it home, Finley. I can see your name on the trophy. Hopefully, mate. We are going to flat again. And try and make a small forest. We have failed on the small forest. We are going to go ahead and check the turn. I don't see this one as one I want to bluff. We will just be folding versus a bet, which I would expect to see reasonably regularly. Even if they have like ace, queen, ace, jack, they didn't bet, or an ace 5, I think that they should probably start bluffing now a reasonable amount. So, alright. We still have 88 big blinds after a little setback. We're still in first. We do have Razor a little bit more hot on my heels now. We're 2 spots away from the final table. Right now, we are guaranteed $9,800. First prize is $112,000. We have put ourselves in a reasonable spot. A very, very reasonable spot to actually win it, but let's see how it goes. Lena decides to raise fold blind versus blinds. Why would he raise if they're going to fold? There is an all-in on nether table, and obviously Millennial will need to be called here. It's H3 versus King Queen. Seeing the back of Millennial is never a bad thing. Very, very tough player to play against. Someone I struggle with quite regularly as we're on the final table bubble. Can you hear Subo? Where you at, Subo? We're going to sweat the action down here because we might be about to see an all-in. The Great Dant. A player who I often lose pots against. Don't win very much. The Great Dant looks like he may have got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is the situation. We have 10 players left. We're in first place. We did peak at 8 million chips, but we are flying. There is a lot of tough players left. The remaining field, in order of chip stack, is myself, Razor, Rue 400, Founder Ace Ace, Lena, Tiderex, I'm All In, Guzma, Great Giant, and What If God Was One of Us? Just a punter like one of us. Bluff to stack like one of us. But he doesn't. We are guaranteed $10,000. It is $112,000 for first. We have one more player to go until we are on the final table and dancing around like an Egypt, having the buzz, enjoying ourselves like we always do. We're mixing between raise and check. We're going to raise this time. We're going to bet again. My suits are just a little too nice for it. I think they have a lot of Queen X. I do think they have a lot of Queen X. I think I'm gonna give up, chat. I don't love it, but I think we're gonna give up. I occasionally win against Jack 10 of hearts. It's not very likely, but occasionally. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't pull the trigger. Alright, we lose a few chips to start the hour, no problem. Against a lot of weaker players, I would raise 6 deuce here, but blind versus blind against Lena, we give some respect. Alright, closer to the middle of the pack, 71, but we are still the chip leader. We are still in the dream spot, boys and girls. I just think that the way the spot works and with the way that they were check raised, they're good 8s on the flop. They're just going to have a lot of Queen X that will float the flop. I'm glad that we found a little bit of restraint for once in my life. Definitely would have shoved in some runouts, so lucky in ways. Final table is confirmed today, and it looks like it's about to be right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final table of a Wcoop for the 3rd time this series. We had never final tabled one in our life before this. You know what that means. We all know what that means. We are 1 out of 9 on the final table of the Wcoop. We will get the payouts up momentarily. In fact, we will get the payouts up before we do anything else. Wcoop 2100 final table. That's actually fine. I don't need to. 2100. We know it's a final table as we have a donation coming in. It says, "Are you winning, son?" Joke, but the last time I donated with the same question, you went on to win a title, so keeping the run good. I love that, mate. Absolutely top notch, keeping the tradition going. We are going to very quickly update our Wcoop stats. We have had 34 cashes, 15 day 2s. We have now had 3 FTs. We're about to have a little rave, boys and girls. We have just under 5 million chips. The table draw has been kind. What of God, Lena and Rue on my direct right. I don't think it could have went much better. And we're going to get the payouts done, and then we are going to rave our little socks off.